We founded the business with the philosophy that Blippar is going to bridge the physical and digital. We want to be the default space, the default verb to blip wherever there's a lens.
Earlier this week, CNBC released its fourth annual Disruptor 50 list. It's a compilation of game-changing privately held companies that develop truly revolutionary disruptive technologies. And you know who made the top 10? Blippar. The company has become one of the leading players in what's known as augmented reality, meaning they let you use your smartphone to superimpose the virtual world on top of the real one. In tech jargon, Blippar's created the first visual discovery browser powered by artificial intelligence and computer vision technology. In plain English, that means Blippar's app. You can put, boom, you can point your phone camera at nearly any object, say a car, magazine, cereal box, and the app will recognize it, giving you tons of additional information, including where you can buy it, as well as all sorts of interactive content. The company already has more than 65 million users, being embraced by advertisers like Nike, Procter & Gamble, Coca-Cola, Walmart, and Disney, among others, because Blippar's augmented reality platform gives it an incredibly engaging way to advertise. I think this is really the next frontier in mobile advertising. And beyond that, the company seems to be well on its way to becoming a kind of visual version of Google. Except instead of typing your query into a search engine, you just point your phone at whatever you want to learn about. Hence why this company came in at number 9 on CNBC's Disruptor 50 list. Now, last week I got a chance to speak with Ambarish Mitra. He's the founder and CEO of Blippar, so I need you to look at this because it's really cool. Ambarish, since we've seen you've done so much, you have become really the Google of visual search. And I want people to know what that means, because all the buzzwords, they've all crystallized into a real company.
So, yeah, that's, I feel, a bit unfair comparison. But what we're trying to build here, more than search, is a discovery behavior. A lot of people call it search, but it's not. Search is a very Q&A-oriented behavior when you use words. But discovery is when you come across everyday objects like a painting or a dog or a flower or a building in your life. You don't plan to be in front of it, it just appears in front of you, and you point your phone and it comes to life. We're calling this visual discovery more than visual search.
Well, but this is also the augmented reality that Jeff Bezos talks about, right? I mean, Bezos talks about it.
Yeah.
That you're doing it.
Yes, we are. We are the business. We started 4.5 years ago, and we are actually leading the segment and actually creating the market and right in front of us.
Well, you've got this new announcement about the visual knowledge graph, Blipposphere. Tell us what that means for you guys.
So Blipposphere, actually, when you point it at any object in the world,
all right.
Yeah, and not only it tells you what you're looking at, it actually explains it to you how it's connected to everything else in the universe. There's nothing like that from a visual manifestation point of view. So if you just look at a flower, it'll tell you what the flower is, but also all the family of flowers or gardens or everything else it is connected to.
Well, that's great for education.
Yeah, it's not just great for education. There's a suppressed curiosity in the human being today. There are many things we come across we want to know more about, but we let it go. We can't be bothered. Like, could be the design of the tie you're right now wearing, or a beautiful car you checked out, or a food you're eating. All those moments you can convert into visual discovery.
But at the same time, when you go outside, even when I go outside, I'm afraid someone's going to take my picture. And people now have to be more expert in makeup. They have deeper learning of makeup. It works for you, commercial product, right?
It is, absolutely. You pointed out in any lipstick or mascara, you exactly know what you want to do with it. Yeah.
That changes human behavior.
It does, and it's very relevant. You know, I have asked people on the street that, do you think we have enough information, anything you want to know about the world? And 100% of people would tell you that, yep, the search engines are the answer.
Right.
But I said, okay, now you want to go to Venice, you want to go find the nearest coffee shop, word-based search is great. But right now, right here in front of you, can you describe stuff in front of you? Most people are incapable of describing things. The human imagination and the human vocabulary is inversely proportional.
Okay, so nothing could be better than to get younger people to be able to start thinking about first grade, second grade, third grade?
Absolutely, and not just think about that. Think about what it could be doing to the illiterate people in the world.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, this is what I'm thinking. I mean, like, we can change the world with this.
Absolutely.
Because that's who we have the most, that's who needs it the most.
Exactly. I mean, that's where our long-term vision is. to bring in a sense of knowledge parity in the world, and that's what this knowledge graph is doing. And there'll be manifestations of this product where you won't be even requiring words anymore. You can just look at anything, and pictorially can explain you what you're looking at.
Do you think that some of your background, which is a very humble background, is what draws you toward the educational side of helping?
It is, yeah. It's this.
I mean, the illiterate people, you know, the slumdog. Okay, let's call it right. Slumdog millionaire.
Yeah, it's a topic close to my heart.
Right.
Everything I've ever built in my life has been empowerment oriented. That's sort of person who I am, and I feel that there is a lot to give. And technology is genuinely the biggest equalizer in the world.
Well, let's see the biggest equalizer. Can we see it in action?
Yeah.
Okay,
sure.
thank you. All right, Amber, show me how it works.
So we've got some random stuff over here. There's difficult to bring the whole world to the studio. So we're going to switch on the Blippar app, and let's see what we've got here. So we've got a fruit salad, and let's just point the phone's camera at the fruit salad, and immediately, not only it recognizes it, it gives you tons of information about it. What are the ingredients? And this is like our proprietary UX, UI. It gives you description of it below it. And you can also see what are the similar products associated with it. And I don't know what is the reference of. And this is all AI generated. It's like, it's not
all artificial intelligence.
Completely.
Okay.
And we move on from this and we try another product, and which is very rarely understood by humans as of today. You cannot totally discover things you see in a garden. So I just pointed at a chrysanthemum flower, and it recognized it in real time. It explains what a chrysanthemum flower is. You can read all about it over here. It also explains to the family of flowers around it. And what each one of them means, and you can literally, so we started the journey from chrysanthemum, but you can go into other things like what does a native plant mean, and you can move from one bubble to another. Literally, you can hop on, hop off. It's like, it's not just the stuff you're looking at. Right. You can move from one piece of content to another instantly, and we'll show you some other demos. Like there are proprietary products, like a random Starbucks cup over here. Should be able to recognize it. There it is. There you go. Yeah. So you open up, and you see it understood that there was a paper cup, and there was Starbucks next to it, and then again, all about Starbucks. All about it. And Howard Schultz, and you want to know about.
All right, because it's a little magical.
Yeah, it is.
How does it know?
It knows because we've indexed majority of open source information, and it's our proprietary algorithm.
But you figured out what I would be curious about.
Yeah, it would be, and because that's how our minds think. And of course, this is all proprietary and very smart. It's our manifestation of it, and it doesn't end there. I just see there's a branded television over here, very metallic logo, but I should be able to point it here. It's Panasonic straight away. We open it up. And everything you need to know about Panasonic.
Right, there are some people who fear artificial intelligence. I mean, you're Elon Musk. I mean, is there anything to fear here?
Here, this is very natural to our. It's like this is human information which already exists. All we are trying to do, we are bringing parity and we are bringing distribution, which is really, really good for the world.
Boy, you're doing a great thing. It really is. That's Ambrish Mitra. He's the founder and CEO of Blippar. Honor to have you on the show, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cramer. Booyah! Jim Cramer here from Mad Money. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube. Click here to subscribe and get the jump on my exclusives with CEOs, plus market news, investing advice, and a whole lot more.